What's up, GoBots? It's your boy Alex. You've docked at Seeker Sentral, and we are back for pool number 4 from box number 2 of wave number 3, and this is already getting obnoxious. So what we're doing is we're opening up a box of wave 3 War for Cybertron Siege 1. We're dividing it into 5 sealed pools consisting of 6 packs. We're going to then build a deck. At least one deck. We've been building 2 decks, and I've been really enjoying doing that, seeing what all of you think in the comments section. So we're going to build at least one deck, probably 2, of 25 stars, 25 battle cards, and we're going to do the whole thing in 30 minutes. So let's hit go on the timer, crack some packs, see what we pulled. We pulled an Ultra Magnus, an Alpha Trion, a Needle Nose, getting some cool cards. So let's see what we can do with this pool. All right, starting the timer. And let's see what we start with. And we have a Specialist Ratchet and a Flak. We'll open our battle cards after our character cards, like always. See a broad idea of what we're working with. All right, and second Sideswipe and a Ravage. If you followed my first box opening series, you'll know I'm not a big fan of Sideswipe. It's very hard in Sealed to engineer when your characters are getting KO'd. You have far less control over that as you do in Constructed. Ooh! And we pulled a General Optimus Prime. Yes! That's really cool. Okay, that's in there. But there's a small character in here, and it's a Stormcloud. That's a card. But we've got a General Optimus Prime. Oh man, this box has had a Optimus Prime, a Trion, a Magnus, and a Needle Nose. That's 3 rares and a super rare. I'm feeling really good about that. Okay, and we've got a Run Amok. Maybe we'll get the other side. I don't know. We're probably going to play General Optimus Prime because that card is ridiculous. But yeah, if we get both sides of that, that's a lot of card advantage between the 2 in the sealed environment that you're just not able to accrue outside of it. And, well, we got 2 Run Amoks. 2 Run Amoks and a Visper. That's really unfortunate to see. But I mean, we can run both. We definitely can run both, but they specifically reference the other character. So it's not like if you have they don't have their own special type to classify the 2 of them. All right, and lastly, we got a second Alpha Trion in this box. Double rare pool, double rare pool. That happened. All right, and a Laserbeak, which is actually pretty cool. It's a nice small character. Do we run these pools? These pools are so perfect for content. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, but like we did before, we're going to try to build 2 pools because I think we have some interesting places to go. But in either case, I think we're just going to put Run Amok off to the side to begin with because I don't really care. And then we've got Alpha Trion and Optimus Prime would leave us with 3 stars left. There are 22. That's really cool because we could run 3 copies of Fuel Cache. It would be really cool. Yeah, so we could also run Prime. And did we get any weaponizers? No, we didn't. And the only Autobots that we have here, because we have all Autobot characters, so if we get that we want to be running in terms of large characters, I mean, I don't really want to be running Sideswipe on that character. But if we did Prime and Ratchet, we would be at 19. So we'd have 6 stars left. So we could run a Flak plus plus a star card, which I think is probably what we would want to do. It's unfortunate that we got both Ravage and Laserbeak without Soundwave. We did open up Soundwave in an earlier one. If we get a whole ton of green or a triple green, then we'll try to make room for Stormcloud or Visper, if we can make that happen. But probably something like this, or let's be real, we're going to do that because, yeah, I think this might be a shorter video. Well, beggars can't be choosers. The struggles of opening a General Optimus Prime and an Alpha Trion in the same sealed pool. Does their art line up? Almost. It almost lines up. I think it'd be really cool to see if you could theoretically line all of the characters up. I don't think it's possible because of cards like Sideswipe here where the character is coming off. I don't think that appears in another character, but anywho, that would be kind of cool to figure out. But anyway, we have 28 health here, which is kind of low, but whoa, man. That's pretty awesome. Frankly, I think I'm honestly more excited about General Optimus Prime, Ratchet, and Flak, because I've been not necessarily disappointed with Alpha Trion. Having 6 attack by itself is just good, but the blue, like, you want a steady shot for this play a blue action ability. That's what you're really looking for. Maybe a Brainstorm, but there's not a lot of other blue actions. Battlefield Report. You could play a Battlefield Report off of it, something like that. And then again, there are not a lot of actions that you want to be getting, but it's a low impact ability. It's a much higher impact ability in Constructed, whereas Bold One, Tough One, giving it to everything plus having it itself, and Focus One, don't forget about the Focus One. I have definitely done that. I think I did it on camera a couple of times, actually. That's not great. And then for an 8-cost character having 14th health, that's as much as Optimus Prime. Now, granted, Optimus Prime has 3 defense, but that is what it is, and we're going to want to try to be healing as much as we can here in order to maximize our deal. So anyway, enough talking about our characters. We have some battle cards to open, 6 packs worth. All right, let's go. Okay, we have Smoke Cloak, Pet Talk, Basic Combat Protocol, extra padding, a metal detector, and a Scavenge the Battlefield. Put all the rares over there for the time being. We're not running a Weaponizer or Battle Master, so Scavenge the Battlefield is less good, but it is an orange pip, which, that's its own thing. Anyway, Smoke Thrower, Dismantling Claw, Frag Toss, Rock Toss. We're going to put the star cards down here as well. Actually, hold on. Let's tidy this up. Put the star cards up here. That looks good. All right. And another Scavenge the Battlefield. Cool. 2 Scavenge the Battlefield. Hopefully we got a bunch of really great armor. And weapons. Remember, it's any number of them onto another character. Okay, we got a Calculated Strike, a Brainstorm, EM24 Laser, a Sturdy Armor, a second EMP Wave, which, considering that we're going to have some star space, might be pretty good. And then we've got a Firecon Flame. Not something I really want to see because we're not running any Firecons. Alright, we got a second Dismantling Claw, a second Frag Toss, a Dismantle, it's nice to see, a Squish Them Like Bugs, which if we do the big list is nice. We got an Unconventional Flying Object and a Device Virus, which does work with our Alpha Trion. We can use it to flip one of your spaceships to bot mode. and then back to alt mode. So if you're in alt mode, you can do this to trigger the alt mode ability, and then flip back to for your turn to bot mode and then attack. So that's how you would do that. Oh, hey, I think it's like the first time I've opened an unconventional flying object and an Alpha Trion together. I have it listed as a quote-unquote dead card because the odds of opening a rare battle card with a specific rare transformer is pretty low. We have a second smoke thrower, which, considering Alpha Trion, is actually pretty nice. Our second secret or third secret action with defensive formation. Remember, we have the 2 scavs in the battlefield. Diagnosis, which I love to see given our lineup. Hiding spot, bolster. Hey, look, we got a bunch of secret actions all of a sudden. And then a backup bag, which I do not care about. I mean, yeah, it's a green card for Visper, but whatever. Alright, we got a lot of actions this time around. Let's get this a little more like that for the time being. We got another Dismantle, another EM24, another Brainstorm, first Compact Shield, second Rock Toss, and then we end things off with an Infiltrate. So, this is actually kind of interesting. We can get... Let's see what we can get back with our Rock Tosses. We can get both the Scavenge the Battlefield, which we have some interesting stuff, but it's not a lot, and frankly we don't have a lot of characters, so we don't want them being KO'd a lot, so I don't really want to be leaning on that. But it is an orange pipped icon, and we can return it to our hand. So there is that. But we have the defensive formation and the bolster that we can return, and then we have... Squish them like bugs, which I think is actually relevant here. Second Rock Toss. So we have 3 kind of actions that we can get back with it. But alright, honestly, I feel like the builds between these two, well, the very different star count restrictions, but we only opened 2 EMP wave. So if we did both of these, we have the space for 3 stars. So we would be at 28 health plus 2 EMP wave, which is a fair amount of defense given the 2. The other thing that's actually kind of interesting, given that we're 2 characters, is we can flip Alpha Trion, play the attack with Optimus Prime first, then go Alpha Trion, and flip the EMP wave. We get to play the EMP wave, tap all of the characters, and negates any further attacks. So that's a really interesting way to think about that. If we do Optimus Prime, because if we're going to do one of the 2, it's going to be Optimus Prime. It's not going to be Trion. If we do that and Ratchet, because we would do Ratchet over Sideswipe every day of the week. This would leave us at 15 plus 4 is 19. So if we did 1 private flak, that's 23, we'd be able to play both EMP waves. This boosts our health total by 7. Let me repeat that, by 7. Our health total before was 24. So this is by boosting it by almost 30%. It's actually about 30%. It's a little under a third. And we still get to play both EMP waves. It's a very interesting way to think about that. And I think as a result, that's the list that we go with. I'm sorry, Alpha Trion. That you get put on the sideline. But I think this one is such an obvious, this is what you do, that this is what we're going to do. And so let's kind of look and see what our Decepticon Matters cards are. Because we have, for Autobots Matters, we have a Compact Shield and a Diagnosis. Whereas we have 2 Frag Tosses. There's no reason to run any sort of Decepticon in this list. I don't think. We have 1 Diagnosis, and instead of running Flak, we could run Laserbeak. And what's Flak's this mode? It's the Scrap. And, well, but this is more health. The laser beak is more health than the flak. I don't really want to run compact shield to begin with, so I'm not really that's not something I want to consider. And so it's whether or not the one diagnosis, getting benefit off of one diagnosis is better than switching flak for laser beak. Because I think laser beak 4-5 stars for the cost of 5 stars is strictly better, and we did not get a triple of anything, so I think Laserbeak is also just better than either of the Airstrike Patrol, Stormcloud or Visper. So I think it would just be between these two, and given the prevalence of Pierce and the fact that you have one defense in the relevant mode in both instances, and you get guaranteed damage with Laserbeak over flak, I think that you would run Laserbeak over flak in this instance. But if you think something else, please go down in the comments and let me know. I want to hear what you think about these choices. It's what makes doing these builds fun. It would be comparing what I do with somebody else. So, all right. So we have cards that let's take the cards that we're we're going to cut. Let's pull all of the cards into a pile, and cards that we know we don't want to play. All right. We are not going to play the combat shield for sure. And I think, let's go to the rares. We're not playing Alpha Trion anymore, so Unconventional Flying Object is not going to be there. That's not there. And I think Scavenge the Battlefield is such a narrow card and so situational that that this is not what you want. So, because remember, this reveals when one of your characters is KO'd, not when one of your characters is KO'd on your opponent's turn. So that means in Constructed, you could play, let's say Magical Christmas Land, you play a Brainstorm, and then you play this secret action, and then you play a Peace Through Tyranny on a Sergeant Cog that already has a weapon on it. Your character is KO'd. Then you could swap the weapon that's on Cog to another character. We're talking Magical Christmas Land, and I'm excited to put all of those cards up on the screen. So, but I think, given that we're going to have, I think in this situation, a tough time cutting cards, Scavenge the Battlefield is so situational that I'm not super thrilled to do it. And we're also running only 3, so we're going to have a pretty even amount of forward and backward. Did we get a medic? Let's just take a quick look and see if we got a medic. Let's look. Did we? Getting towards the end, we didn't get a medic. Ooh. Which makes that far less good, but I don't. And we're getting no benefit from either side of Ratchet. We're getting no benefit from either side of Ratchet. But Ratchet is a 4 and a 3. We'd be losing 3 health. Going to Sideswipe. And Sideswipe is going to maybe get +2 when you flip to this mode once, which would make it a 4, which Specialist Ratchet already is. Oof. That's just not great. I think we have to run the Diagnosis, even though we're running Laserbeak over flak. I think we have to run it, but oof, guys, this is a tough one. Getting the added benefit from that might make running flat as a result, because it makes us lean harder onto that character for sure, onto that card for sure, going with flak over Laserbeak. Because this lets you just play an upgrade, so it's, what is that? It's an old card, and doesn't see a lot of play. Instead of Laserbeak. Ooh, that's just hard. Okay, so let's just put both of them up there and cut the cards that we want to be cutting anyway. Alright, so, we have a fair number of upgrades. A metal detector, I think, is what we want to be doing. And I'm just rifling through here. I think the frag tosses, though, for sure out, because we're not running all of that. And I think we're not running Tryon, so I think the rock tosses are just so marginal that that's not. And the backup bag. Absolutely, backup bag is out. But Swish 'em like bugs, I think, is in. So let's take a look at how many cards we cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only need one more cut, so let's just lay this out quick. Ooh, probably still on my head there for a second. That is unfortunate. Alright, so let's put this stuff out into our piles again. Diagnosis, armor, extra padding, the detector. I know those are going to get just off screen, but I want to make sure we have enough here. And we've talked about these enough so that you know what they are. 2 dismantling claw, 2 laser, 2 smoke throwers. So we've got a lot of bold. We've got a lot of bold. So we may actually want to throw those scavenge the battlefields in to try to leverage that bold. Then brainstorm, dismantle. 2 dismantle, 2 brainstorm, infiltrate, which I think because of the amount of bold that we have is not what we want. Very, very situational. And you can bring it in from the board if you see something that's just blowing you out, like if they have a bunch of Swish 'em like bugs. Swish 'em like bugs. The 2 dismantle, calculated strike, and then the pep talk and device virus. So let's just take a quick look at our cut pile again. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is 11, but we, in our cut pile, we have 4 arguably playable orange. So let's kind of look in here as to what we don't like for our what we have here. I think dismantling claw is redundant given our 2 dismantles and the amount and the fact that we have double brainstorms. So let's take those out and put 1 of each in. And then let's see what else. We also have 2 dismantle, which makes me less inclined to run device virus. Now, we have the dismantling claw for the device virus, but that's a 2-card combo, and I like to have 1-card combos. So device virus, I think that gets cut for the second rock toss. All right. I think we're good on our actions. I don't think we want to change our actions at all. I think also we're going to get marginal benefit from our hiding spot in this situation. So let's bring that out and put the second scavenge the battlefield in. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 upgrades, so not a ton. But enough so that we want to actually retain them. So yeah, I think we're a pretty defensive-minded deck here, but I think this is pretty good. Let's go and look through the cut pile again and see if there's anything that just immediately jumps out. The only thing I see is the dismantling claw because of device virus, but I don't want to be cutting anything that we have for those cards. We've got some pump with the calculated strike. That's nice to see. And then we've got a bunch of bold in the 2 smoke throwers and the compact protocol, as well as the general Optimus Prime. So we're going to throw a ton of cards out. How much black do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black, 7, 8, 9 black. 9 black, so we'll be able to throw a lot of Pierce out. I think this is a good build. I'm going to stop the timer. I think this video has gone on for long enough for a single single list. So yeah, I think this is pretty cool. This box has been so ridiculous. We've gotten an Alphatron, we've gotten an Optimus Prime, we've gotten an Ultra Magnus, we've gotten basically the entire Autobot team. We did a single box constructed video with the last box, and the deck was kind of whatever. I have it sitting up there. I'm going to play with it. It's going to be fun. I may just do a deck tech video of what I come up with for a single box video for single box sealed deck for this box, because being able to do Optimus Prime, the new Optimus Prime, and Ultra Magnus together, I think is going to be hilarious. Yeah, I think that's gonna be really hilarious, because we can do that plus one of the armor. Yeah. I think that's pretty good for a 2-tall list. So anyway, enough about that. I hope you have enjoyed this. I really would like to see what all of you think about the decisions that we've made, whether you'd run Flak or Laserbeak. I think because we can scrap stuff with Flak, we're not really playing upgrades though, and we want to be doing as much damage as possible, and we can play secret actions with the Laserbeak. I think Laserbeak is where we're going. The fact that we don't draw a card off of Diagnosis when we play it, oh no, not the end of the world, whatever. I think I'd lock in on this, but that's definitely an option, and I'd love to hear what you think about it. So hit it up in the comments section. I'm your boy Alex. You've been docked at Seeker Central, and until next time, go out and seek higher skies.